Yo, hi everyone. We're now in the fifth game on this January 3 game day. This is Utah Jazz versus San Antonio Spurs. As always, let's go through their standings first. Utah Jazz is currently at number 5 of the West with 3 wins and 2 losses. Again, that's 3 wins and 2 losses, and they're currently at number 5. While the San Antonio Spurs is right outside looking in with 2 wins and 3 losses at number 9. If course, this is way too early, but of course, we would want to gather as many wins as possible, especially if you're in the West, when we all know that this is harder. This is a harder conference. Straightforward as always. This is the harder conference in terms of getting to the playoffs. So, again, Utah Jazz 3-2, San Antonio Spurs 2-3. Now, beginning with Utah Jazz, for me, Utah Jazz is one of the strongest teams in the league right now, not just in the West. It's just that they have been inconsistent. The way they have been playing is that the first game that they had against Portland, they won that one. Then they went up against Minnesota, they lost that one. They played Oklahoma, they won that one by a point. They played the Suns, they lost that one. And then they played the mighty Clippers, but they won. So they win, they lost. They won, they lost. They won, they lost, and they won again against the Clippers. So again, the consistency is the challenge for the Wolves. Which is actually expected, considering the fact that it has been just a short layoff for everyone. Inconsistency or performance less than what they are expected to be at is actually expected from these teams, but it has already been 5 games for Utah Jazz, so I'm expecting for them to gather themselves already at this point. Alright, for San Antonio Spurs, they actually started the season very well with the 2 wins. So they went up 2-0. Unfortunately, after winning 2 games, they lost 3 straight. So they lost against New Orleans by 3. And then they went up against Los Angeles Lakers, and they lost against the Lakers twice. So again, after going up 2-0, they're now at 2-3 because they just had a 3-game losing streak. And now they're up against Utah Jazz. So who is going to win this one? Considering Utah Jazz's lineup, I'm thinking that Utah Jazz has a slight advantage on this. Especially they have Gobert, who could actually defend San Antonio Spurs big time. Plus DeRozan loves to dribble drive, and Gobert would be there, and the Spurs would be forced to take the shots outside. And again, they have been struggling lately. I'm talking about the Spurs, and also Utah Jazz has Donovan Mitchell. Again, Donovan Mitchell has been inconsistent as well. The entire Utah Jazz has been inconsistent, but for this game, I'm expecting for them to start, stepping on the pedal, stop getting a lot of wins, because again, it's totally different when you're in the West. It's gonna be hard for you guys to get those losses, especially once the midseason begins. So this is a very winnable game for Utah Jazz. I want them to just simply get this one. Matchup, yeah, I don't see any matchup here wherein Utah would have any problem. Especially Utah has a good bench. They have Jordan Clarkson, who can go off the bench, give them instant 15 points, 20 points with his good 3-point scoring percentage lately. The Spurs, pretty much they're relying on DeRozan, Johnson, Gay, Murray, but yeah, they have a lot of options as well. Don't get me wrong. The Spurs is a good team, but I'm just really siding with Utah on this. I think Utah is a stronger team. I think uh, I think Utah would actually be so focused on this one, and that's how Utah has been. Whenever they are up against a good team, their focus is turned on, um, and I just know that Utah would win would win this one. I'm looking at the plus minus here. Utah is given -4. Let me see if there have been any changes. Yeah, it still remains the same. Utah is at -4. San Antonio is +4. I'm not really comfortable siding with San Antonio, even though they're given +4. I really feel like Utah would get this one, especially considering the fact that Utah Jazz defeated Clippers the last time that they met. And Clippers, you know how Clippers are this season, right? They defeated Clippers by 6 points. So if they defeated Clippers by 6 points, I don't see any problem with them duplicating such performance against San Antonio Spurs, who for me is of course not that not as good as Clippers. So again, my suggestion is for you to pick Utah Jazz -4. If you would want to do money line because you're a bit uncomfortable, you can also do that. So again, stay with Utah Jazz money line or -4. Pick Utah Jazz on this. Okay. If you haven't subscribed on my channel yet, please do. Please click on the bell button as well. That way you would be receiving the notification whenever there is a new video that has been uploaded. We also have a Facebook page. Just follow and like it. That way you would gain access to our Messenger account. You can send me questions there or whatever, and I'm gonna be responding whenever I am available and as soon as I am available. Okay, thank you very much for those who have been supporting. Peace out, pasay love, and God bless.